Hey there YouTube, this is RMR 1968. Just wanted to take a quick moment. I've been kind of started going over my my survival camping bug out bag, whatever you want to call it, multi-use bag. Just wanted to share real quick my water filtration kit that I first saw on YouTube by a gentleman. His screen name was Colhane. Apparently he travels abroad a lot, and he used this design and came up with this design and used it in Brazil when he would go for work, and he says that it works for him. And you know, he obviously goes quite a bit and has never really had a waterborne illness, so you know what, I think that's a pretty good idea. I like the concept. I think it's compact, it's lightweight, and it really just kind of just supplements any pack. I mean, without having to carry, you know, a high dollar water filter that, you know, those Catadine or Catadine, whatever those are called. You know, those are great filters, but I just really don't have the money for that kind of stuff. Anyway, the kit itself, he makes his out of it looked like, I can't really get a close up on his video, but it looks like Schedule 20, the thinner PVC pipe. I use Schedule 40 on mine just to make it a little more durable. It's a little bit thicker walled. Of course, that limits the amount of water you can put in there, but you know, it's just one of the trade-offs you have to have. One of the top portion of this is a 5-inch piece of PVC, little coupler here. Inside where this piece sits in the coupler, there's an O-ring, and then there's a circular cutout of a green scouring or scrubbing pad that you would use in your kitchen to get, you know, food off of pans or whatnot. It's, you know, everybody knows the green synthetic fiber one. That anyway serves as a pre-filter. You can put coffee filters or synthetic fiber. He would recommend like synthetic fiber in there just to catch some of the other stuff that comes through. Naturally, it's you want to be able to pull that out and clean it out or throw it out, depending on coffee filters. I think would really work. You kind of form a cone with it, put it in there, pour through the coffee filter slowly, and that should be able to catch a lot of the larger stuff and even some of the smaller debris initially. But anyway, the water would pass down through the coupler, and this actually would sit on top like that, but ultimately the water would come through, and in here is another 5-inch section of PVC pipe, and this is filled with activated carbon, activated charcoal. And that's just that kind of stuff that you can get at, sorry for the shameless plug there, for, you know, I just got it where it was cheapest, but it's the same stuff you use for fish aquariums. Anyway, the water comes through here, and this activated charcoal really traps organisms, and any filter that you see out there, high dollar or low dollar, contains some form of carbon that it utilizes as part of its whole filtration process. So this works through. It's 5 inches, it's full all the way through. Again, we got another O-ring and scrubbing pad circular cutout down there, and this sits in your, you know, this nozzle kind of reducer here can screw into, you know, some bottles, but primarily I just use it, hold it over, and the water drips out clean and filtered. Now, it's important to know that after the water's filtered, it is not purified, so you still have to chemically treat the water or boil it. And obviously there's iodine, there's different aquamira and all of those things, but I contain in my kit a little dropper here of bleach, and roughly, based on my research, I'm not a professional, but I just kind of do my own research, and like you should as well, and anywhere from 2 to 4 drops per quart of water. And I guess the goal is to have a slight chlorine or bleach smell to the water. That's a good sign. You kind of let it sit for, you know, 20-30 minutes, and then if you want to remove that, you kind of, you know, pour the water back and forth between different containers, 2 different containers, and that kind of aerates the bleach out of it. But obviously boiling is always best, so if you have the time to boil, that's great. If not, you know, a little bleach, swap it out regularly every, you know, 2 to 3 months, because it does lose its potency. And let's see, part of the kit is I have extra charcoal pellets here, so, you know, after, I don't know quite how long, you know, one of those will last, but it's always better safe than sorry, so I just kind of carry some extra in a pill case. Now these are invaluable, and if you can go to a, you know, local pharmacy and just talk to the pharmacist and say, you know, and ask if they would sell these. I mean, I bought these for 10 cents a piece, and so they sold these to me for 10 cents a piece. I bought probably about a dozen of them, of a couple different sizes, and I use those throughout my my gear to store different things, from spices, seasonings, to this, to coffee, to, I mean, it'll hold everything. I even hold extra medication and vitamins just to have with me, a 7-day supply. So anyway, that's kind of my water filtration kit. And if you have any comments, again, please just let me know. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to making more videos and hopefully helping somebody else out there who may have questions. So this is R. O'Mara, 1968. Peace.